Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2023-24 season. My name is Dan, and it's the wrong. Is it the wrong graphics on screen? Have I got the wrong graphics on screen? I have. I swear I fixed this. Okay, hold on. hold on. We may have slightly screwed this up. Let's try this. That's a little bit better. Gameweek 19 fixtures, deadline, everything is on screen now. Hang on, we just need to change it. We need to change it on the other one as well. Here we go. Right. I thought I sorted this. Apparently not. Okay. No problem. Let's just fix this one. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Merry Christmas for yesterday. Yeah, if you celebrate it. Hopefully you all had a great day. Enjoyed it with family, friends, and you got plenty of lovely gifts and food and everything else that is typically associated with Christmas. I know I had a good one. Enjoyed myself. Spent time around my mum's house, which was nice, with my brothers and with my wife, and with my brother's wife was there as well, grandparents, uncles. It was a good day. So, but yeah, it's Christmas has passed now. It has passed, which means we do need to refocus once again on we need to refocus on FPL, don't we? Because we've got a deadline. We've got a deadline of 56 minutes. 56 minutes, and we've got to make sure we make some good decisions. So we're going to do some polls today. We're going to do some we'll do a bench list, of course, because I think there's a lot of people thinking about what they're going to do with their benches. I can see a lot of that today. Yeah, bench decisions already. I don't think I already have a bench decision today, but less about my team, the better, I think, to be honest. So, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But, yeah, Senior Red Card says, Dan, how did 12 pubs, 12 beers go? That is on the 29th. Yeah, that was not yesterday. 12, you can't do 12. I don't think there's 12 pubs open in the whole country on Christmas Day. No, that's on the 29th. Yeah, 29th. We're doing that. So the 30th deadline is the one I'm worried about the most. I'm not going to lie. Right. Where should we start? Where should we start today? Should we do a captain poll to start off? Because I think that's interesting. I think there are some different options this week. I really, really do. Let me know in the chat, guys, who you think are the best captain options for this week. But I guess for me, at least, it's going to be Salah, obviously, against Burnley. Son against Brighton, I think, is a good shout as well. I like Trent against Burnley as well. I do like Trent Alexander-Arnold as a captain pick if you have him, or if you're buying him. And I guess the other player, I mean, there's no way we're gonna be able to have a captain's decision without talking about Solanke, right? I'm guessing everyone's thinking after last game week that you probably want to captain Solanke after this game week. Yeah. But yeah, who else? Guys saying Trippier maybe? Maybe, don't know. Saka. Am I feeling Saka captaincy? Home against West Ham, it's a decent fixture, but is Saka captaincy material? I'm not really sure. Haaland, I don't think we need to talk about too much in terms of captaincy. I don't actually think Haaland is going to be back this game week. If he is back, then I think he's going to be limited minutes at least. So I'm not really convinced. By Haaland as a captaincy option this week. Ember Joseph says, obviously Salah or Son. I think those are the obvious ones, but I think there's no way of escaping people wanting to captain Solanke this week after the score last week, to be honest. Just be aware, don't expect a hat-trick every week from Solanke. Like, obviously he is a great pick, but, 10 men Nottingham Forest under new management was always going to be an opportunity for a Bournemouth team that are good at the moment to score goals in that game. It really was. But Fulham is a decent fixture. It's a decent fixture, but I don't think we'll get another hat trick. Brace is definitely on the cards though. A brace is on the cards. But I definitely do fancy Salah. Salah does seem to be back to his best at the moment. The way he's playing at the moment, it seems much more promising. Recently, I do really like the look of Salah at the moment. So, yeah, it's a shame he's disappearing off to AFCON so soon, isn't it? But, yeah, just as he gets into a bit of a better flow. So, I would say that he is the standout captain. So, all right, for captaincy this week, we're going to put 4 options in the chat for the poll. I think we do Salah, Son, Don't think we get around, or I think we've got to put Solanke in this week because there will be a lot of people going for him. And I think Trent is the other one. You could just put other, but I think Trent. All right. Well, let's put those in then. Let's go with those. I'm going to type in the poll now. Who is the best captain for game week 19? I think Salah will win the poll, but I don't know. I think it might be a little bit closer than the Watkins last week. Watkins was, 70% or more last game week on the poll? I don't think Salah reaches 70% this week. I think he's going to be more like 60. So that's my prediction. Let's see if it's true. Let's see if it's true. Let's see. Right. People asking about Erling Haaland. There's not really been any news. Certainly not anything convincing. The problem is the Man City play in they play, when do they play? 2 days? No, tomorrow. They play tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. So we're not going to get any pre-deadline news. We've not really seen any training or anything like that. We've not got any press conferences. Yeah, I really don't think Haaland is a priority transfer in this week. I don't think you need to get him. You can if you really want to. If you've got a really simple transfer and you just desperately want to get him in just to feel safe and secure, then fair. But I think game week 20 is going to be the Haaland week, if I'm totally honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see him not even in the squad. All right, so looking at the captaincy poll immediately, it seems that I was wrong. Salah is by far the standout captain. I don't know. I thought people might be going a little bit crazier this week, but apparently not. Solanke beating Son, which is nuts to me. I think Son is the better captain than Solanke, but you can't beat. Like the high scoring player from the previous week is always going to be the most popular transfer, the most popular captain. People will just, they just go with whatever happened last week and roll with it, which sometimes can work. But yeah, a few people asking about like selling Tsimikas. Obviously, he's got a collarbone injury, I believe. So that's going to be him out for, you would say, 1 month minimum, 6 weeks potentially. So he's going to be out for a while, Tsimikas. So yeah, you do need to be looking at replacements. I would be looking at Trent if you can afford him. And if you still have your Haaland plan, if you have a Haaland plan, and you can still do Tsimikas to Trent. We've got here for FPL in the super chat already saying play Archer or do Tsimikas to Trent means a -4 in game week 20. I think I would do it. I think it's worth. I think Trent will outscore Archer by more than 4 points. So I think it's worth doing that one straight away. And you've set your team up for the future. So yeah, I would do that. I think Trent is really a standout pick for this game week. If you can afford him, if it works with your Haaland plan, then you should get him. Not necessarily for a -4 unless your bench is like completely screwed and you're really not happy with your team. That's the only way I would take a -4. If you are unsure, then the answer is probably don't take the -4. But as a straight transfer, Tsimikas to Trent, again, as long as it doesn't impact your Haaland plan too much, then I would do it. Other players, Arsenal defenders I think are good. Saliba or Gabriel are great replacements for Tsimikas. And also, I think he's still worth going in on Aston Villa as well. Still think it's worth going on. I know we're probably not going to get anything concrete on Pau Torres, but for the likes of, I don't know, for the likes of Concert, I think that's a solid transfer. Tsimikas to Concert I think works as well. But I think in priority order, Trent, then an Arsenal defender, even if it means doubling up, no problem with doubling up on the Arsenal defence. And then the third option, I guess, is Esri Konsa. Probably not Pau Torres because of that injury doubt, but you could. Potentially. Got another super chat here from Lucas. Lucas says, hi Dan, I have Bruno and Martinelli and one free transfer. I'm also thinking on getting Bowen and Richarlison. Would you make a move or roll? If I transfer, then which? Well, I guess for starters, I don't think Bruno and Martinelli are terrible picks for this game week. I don't think they're terrible picks. Bruno against Aston Villa is obviously not particularly appealing, but he does have penalty. He does have the penalty, so that is going to help. They are playing at home as well, Manchester United this week. On Martinelli, it's a home game against West Ham, which I do think is a good fixture, but Martinelli has been far more consistently disappointing than perhaps Bruno has. Bruno hasn't been great, don't get me wrong, but has he been consistently, disappointing? Bruno, there has been flashes of something. Where Martinelli, it just seems like disappointment after disappointment, really. So he's not having his best season. He really isn't, unfortunately. So are you going to want to have Martinelli long term? Probably not. So I guess, but you're not going to want to have either. I guess Martinelli to Richarlison this week. You could do Martinelli Martinelli to Richarlison this week, and then maybe Bruno to Bowen the following week. I think that works. I do think that works. So perhaps I'll do that. Just keep Bruno for this week and sell Martinelli. But honestly, Bruno's coming up higher in the predicted points here. Hang on, let me throw that on screen. So predicted points for this game week, Bruno Fernandes is got higher predicted points than Martinelli by a distance by the looks of things. So 4.8 predicted points for Martinelli and 5.4 predicted points for Bruno. So yeah, that suggests Martinelli's the guy to sell. There we go. I think that solves that one. We're solved. Matt says, Simicast to Gabriel, 13.9 then left in the bank. Haaland to buy. Hey, that works. That works. Yeah, Simicast to Gabriel works very, very well. I like it. People asking about selling Lascelles. Yeah, I would definitely be thinking about selling Lascelles. I think his time is potentially up. We might get some early team news for Newcastle today. I'm kind of hoping that we do. Let's see. I will keep my eyes on the prize though, to see if we can get some team news. We've still got 45 minutes till deadline. But yeah, I want to get Isak news ideally. I think a lot of people are probably looking for Isak news as well. If Isak is out, don't know. Is it worth a punt? I know I said in the buy, sell, keep, avoid video from I recorded. When did I record that video? 23rd. I know I said sell. Don't buy Nkunku yet. But with both Sterling, is it Sterling and Palmer suspended? I believe they're both. I know Palmer's definitely suspended. Let's have a look. Transfers out. Yeah, Sterling is suspended as well. So with both Palmer and Sterling suspended, I think Nkunku now kind of has to play. So I think that's actually has changed things a lot. So I think Nkunku, Solanke, or you could go straight back in for Haaland, but honestly, I don't know. Don't know about that one. Let's see what the poll's saying. The poll is, okay, Salah's dominating the poll. People can't really seem to decide between the other ones. See, I think Nkunku's back on the menu. I think he's going to... The plan probably was not to start him necessarily this game, regardless of whether he came off the bench and scored. Even if he was to start, prior to the Sterling and Palmer suspensions, I don't think Nkunku would have played more than 45 minutes. I mean, he hasn't. He hasn't played more than 45 minutes, to be honest. So, maybe he does now. Glenn, quick chat here says, because I do think this is interesting. Glenn says, Dan, you need to go back to basics and think about what made you good in the first place and cut this AI bull something out. Yeah, honestly, Glenn, it's the complete opposite. It's for me personally, in my season, it is the complete opposite of that. I need to stop picking differentials because the players that are working now are just the template players. Whoever is the most transferred in players, particularly amongst the top managers, is doing well. And you can't afford at the moment to go without the big players. We saw that with Solanke last week. We're going to probably see it again with Trent Alexander-Arnold this week. The template is working. The more boring your team is, the better it's going to do typically. The time for differentials and trying to think on your feet is drifting away. So, I think we need to go back to... I think it's the opposite. I think we need... Going back to basics is going back to predictive models and the template and all of that stuff. So yeah, there, I said it. Template is king. And this week template is Solanke, Trent, and weirdly Julian Alvarez, which I didn't necessarily see coming, to be honest. I thought people would be more worried about Julian Alvarez. Like, I mean, Everton away is not a great fixture. Sheffield United at home is good, but we're going to have Haaland back by then, we think. And obviously, De Bruyne is going to be lurking after that as well. So Julian Alvarez, I think, actually could become a much worse FPL pick in the near future. I'm a bit worried about him. A little bit worried about him. I mean, he's still a decent pick, I guess, but I don't know. Don't know what happens longer term. Matthew Vaughan says, play Archer or Alvarez or Nkunku for a -4. I don't think I'd bring in Alvarez for a -4. I would be tempted by Nkunku for a -4. I would be very tempted by that. I say go for it. Kay says, start 3 out of Porro, Gabriel, Bowen, Archer. I guess that's a good time to start the bench list, I suppose. Let's do that. Where are we? Bench list. You are here. Okay. Okay, now we're talking business. So let's throw them all on the bench list right off the bat. And guys, if you want any other players on the bench list, please do let me know in the chat. Throw some players you're thinking about benching in the bench list. I'm going to put Bowen in the top there. Porro and Gabriel. I would go for Pedro Porro before Gabriel. And would I put Archer last there? I think I would. I think that could be a cagey affair. That Sheffield United Luton game. I think it could be a cagey one. I don't think Archer is going to have the same space that he's, Archer's the reason. I think one of the reasons why Archer has looked good in certain games recently is because he has been granted a lot of space, and that's due in part to playing against some of the top teams. So I think he is. I think, if you have to play with Archer this week, I don't think it's the end of the world. But I wouldn't naturally expect a goal, I don't think, from him. So let's continue on. So what kind of players are we seeing? Isak. I mean, I don't really want to put Isak in until we get news about whether he's starting or not. To be honest, I believe that still is not. We've still not got a leak on that one, I believe. Nope. Nothing concrete. So, yeah, I'm going to leave Isak for now. But let's include some other players. So, Trippier. Yeah, I would definitely be playing Trippier this week. Gusto, I would play. I'm going to put him... I think I'm going to put him... you know what? No, I'm going to put him one ahead of Gabriel at the moment. Pedro Porro is still the better pick, though. Right, who else have we got here? Taylor, Charlie Taylor. He's in a lot of squads, isn't he? So yeah, I'm going to drop Taylor down here below Archer. I think that's probably the sensible move. Right, He-Chan. A lot of people saying hi, He-Chan. Wolves play against Brentford away from home. I think I would just about... Or would I? And I'm going to put He-Chan in here. People saying they've got leaks that Isak starts. And unless I've got leaks Isak starts, I can't comfortably say that in this stream. I can't comfortably... I mean, all the Newcastle fans are predicting Isak to start, but I feel like we've had this conversation before. So, yeah, don't know. Like, Haaland, I think if you have Haaland, you do start with him. But I know the fact that I've put him in the bench list, people are going to be like, what, so Haaland's starting? We see this every week. But no. Dan Cross says, the guy who got the full Newcastle side is saying no Lascelles. What account is this? Is this on Twitter, Dan? If so, because I can't find anything super reliable that I'm happy with. Like, I am seeing leaks, but they're not from accounts that I'm totally happy with. So, and until I see a reliable account post something, then yeah, I'm not really confident. Not really confident. Right. Let's continue on. So, Bulldog. A few people saying about Bulldog. I mean, it's not the worst week to play Bulldog, I suppose, is it? You'd probably start Bulldog ahead of Taylor, wouldn't you? So let's put him there. Let's Adam Katz really wants me to put Foden on here. If you want to play Foden, you can. I'm going to put him like here, though. He's not like a super high priority player. NUFC Will. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. So they only we've only got Lascelles not playing so far. I'm guessing that he's gonna do a bit of drip feeding, but that's okay with us. Austin Gold, member for 24 months. That's nuts. 2 years. Thank you so much, Austin. All right. Well, okay. This looks. This looks pretty reliable. Yeah, this is the NUFC Will is this the one who leaked the team last week. And I am following them. So I guess that's a positive sign. That is a positive sign. Okay, we'll be trusting NUFC Will 1892 today. So yeah, shout out to Will for leaking the team last week. Let's see if he can help us out again this week. Make sure you guys go follow him. And feel free to say that FPL Mate sent you as well. Or not. Doesn't matter. Ethan Fernandez, member 34 months. Yeah, that reminds me. I need to do a 36-month badge. But I don't know what design to do yet. I don't know what design to do. Maybe we could do one live. Design the new 36-month member badge. Maybe. Right. Senesi. Let's put Senesi on here. I know a few people picked him up a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? So it's against Fulham. I do think Fulham will score. So I'm tempted to put Senesi quite low, respectfully. I know, he got an assist last week as well. That's not going to happen every week. It's not going to happen every week. Nicole, member for 11 months. Getting close to that 12 months, Nicole. Lucas says, I think that Porro is a risky pick this week. Clean sheet is unlikely and is overperforming in terms of offensive returns. I'm playing Gusto instead. I don't think he's risky. I don't think he's risky at all. Oh, we've got a cat. We've got a visitor. Oh, come here. Come here and say hello to the stream. See, I don't usually leave my door open when I'm streaming, but since it's Christmas, here's a little guy. So this is my best friend. His name is Milton, and we are inseparable. We are genuinely inseparable. But I usually lock him out in the stream. I think he's going to chill on my lap. He's going to chill on my lap today, which is absolutely fine. This is what happens when I leave the door open. You come in, don't you? You start trying to bite wires. It's your favourite thing to do. Right. Anyway, with that small distraction out the way, let's continue on. Right, where were we? I've completely lost my trail of thought there. Completely lost it. You know, like, having a cat who is so friendly is very often the biggest distraction in the world. When I'm trying to work and stuff, if I've got, like, videos I'm desperately trying to do, and it'll just try and crawl up on me, on my lap, and try and cuddle me and stuff like that, I will just not get any work done for the next half an hour, because I don't know. We're best buds. How can I ignore a guy this cute? Anyway. Right. Esri Concept. A few people will make a shout for Esri Concept, so let's throw him on there. think it's a reasonably... I was talking about Porro, wasn't I? I think Porro's a good pick. I don't think Brighton are as good as... No, stop trying to take that wire. I think Porro is against Brighton. I don't think that's so bad. And the attacking returns will come. He's super attacking, set pieces, everything. Right, Konsa. I quite like Konsa this week, I think. Manchester United not looking too good at the moment. Aston Villa looking very good in general at the moment. Well, aside from that Sheffield United game, but we don't talk about that. So Konsa, let's put him. I'm gonna put him below the likes of Gusto, Gabriel, Pedro Porro, but I still think in terms of defenders, he is roughly up there. Colwell on the bench list. Let's just throw him alongside Gusto. I'm just gonna put them together. Or would I? Actually, no, because Colwell's attacking threat is not quite there. I'm actually going to throw him a little bit lower. I'm going to put him here. I'd rather play Gabriel than Colwell. Let's continue on. People are asking about Isak. I'll report back news as quickly as I can. As soon as it comes in, then you guys will know about it as well. I'm really hoping for Isak news, though. Right, Ahmed says, focus, mate. Trent Alexander-Arnold for captain. Your thoughts, please? Yeah, sure, go for it. Go for it if you want to. It's risky going against Salah, but if you want to do it, then do it. I don't think it's bad at all. Right, Darwin Nunez. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting Darwin this week. If I have Darwin, I'm starting him. I'm going to put him up near the top here. Bowen is against Arsenal away. Oh, wait, why did I think he was playing against Manchester United? I'm getting mixed up. I thought Bowen... No, it's Aston Villa who were playing against Manchester United. Yeah, actually, I would probably put... Would I still put him at the top? I think a player in... Yeah, I think a player in that kind of form, you probably... Doesn't matter who they're playing against. Okay, I'm going to drop him below Haaland. I still think Bowen... Because of form, you just don't bench him. Probably. I mean, I would be tempted to play Darwin instead, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Bowen's form right now, it's good. It's good. Okay, so apparently we've got some news, but my phone is underneath my lap, which is underneath my cap. Let's have a look here. So, Wilson is benched. Isak starts. Okay, right. Now we're talking business. Now we're talking business. Isak starting. Confirmed. Let's put it on the ticker so I don't have to answer that question too often. Isak starts versus Forest. Wilson bench. Alright, that should be updated now. Cool. So let's throw him on the bench list. If you've got... Ow, 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 why are you closing me? Why are you closing me? We might have to say goodbye. Unless you want to do the stream for me. You want to do the stream for me? I don't know. How do you feel about the way you're standing right now? T-posing on us. T-posing. That is epic. Alright, down you get. Right. I do actually need to focus. At least focus a little bit. Right, so, yes. No. So, Isak, we need to put him on the bench list. And I think we're going to put Wilson on there as well. Now we know he's not starting. So, Isak. Is Isak now a good pick? Don't play with me. Don't toy with me. Don't toy with me. So, yeah, no Lascelles, but we have got Isak. I don't know. I think Isak's a good pick now. Right. He's in. He's in and he's going at the top. Right. But Wilson, I think because of the benching situation, Wilson and Lascelles go right to the bottom. I mean, maybe Wilson could get something off the bench. So maybe that just puts him ahead of Taylor. I think we're happy with that. Eric says Isak is a terrible pick, just good for this game week. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. That by the way is what I meant. I mean, transferring Isak into my FPL team, I think, is the reason my season is in the mud. I think I think that transfer has absolutely destroyed me. It was a terrible pick. Awful pick. I like the logic going for him in the first place, I think was sound. But it went downhill from there very, very quickly after the initial pick. I probably should have dealt with it sooner. But it's a tough one. But for this week, hey, quite nice. So yeah, that's good news. Right, everything on Livramento. Not sure we do have anything on Livramento yet. I don't know if I'd feel massively confident about Livramento this week, to be honest. But we'll see. Right. Let's continue on. Any other like super obvious? I'm not going to put in any Livramento in. I'm not going to put Livramento in yet until we find out more about his injury. Well, not injury. His like starting status. I don't really want to go in blind if I can avoid it, and I think we can avoid it between now and the deadline. Right. Gordon on the bench list. You start Gordon. I think Gordon's probably a better pick than Isak, to be honest. Is Gusto for a -4 worth it? No. Anthony for the bench list? No, but who owns Anthony in the FPL team? He's not going on. Gabriel's already on the bench list. Kudus for the bench list. I'm gonna put him below Bowen. Who's a better buy, Saliba or Gabriel? I think Gabriel because he's cheaper. But I'm not sure. Am I sure? I don't know. Kind of. Right. I have missed a few super chats, by the way. Let's catch up on them now. I blame the cat. Let's catch up on the super chats. So, starting with Hossam, who said Son or Salah captain. I think Salah is the sensible choice. So, Hossam, if you're still here, hopefully you are. It's only been a few minutes. Hossam, go for Salah captain, my friend. Nicole says, hi Dan, 45 points in game week 18. Merry belated Christmas to you and your family. Thank you very much, Nicole. Botman in, Simicast out. Hey, that works. Botman now at a cheaper price. As long as you're happy to bench Botman for the 3 weeks after this one, then I think he's okay for this week. Kaja says, best 4.5 defender long term. I think I actually would lean towards Dan Burn for 4.5 million. If his absolute maximum 4.5 million. I think Dan Burn, but you would have to bench him in 2021-22. And aside from that, I like Malo Gusto. I do like Malo Gusto as well. So there you go. Those are your best 4.5s in my opinion. Start Haaland over Archer. I think so. I think, if you have Haaland, you start him. Worst, probably the worst case scenario is probably going to be is that Haaland isn't even in the squad. Could he be on the bench and coming for a 1-pointer? Yes, technically. But I think that risk is worth it over Archer. So I would start Haaland over Archer. Vera's got a super chat here as well. Let's put in a second time, actually. Hi, Dan. Isak to Slanky and Trippier to Trent for -4. No. Definitely not. You're talking about selling 2 Newcastle players when they're about to play Nottingham Forest at home. Newcastle are a different beast now. Haven't Newcastle, have they won 7 out of 8 of their last home games or something like that? I think they scored a nuts amount of goals. I think they scored 15, 20 goals in their last, 6, 7, 8 home games. They scored a lot and conceded very little and won a lot as well during that time. So Newcastle at home is a different beast. The idea of selling 2 Newcastle players for a -4 is a little crazy. But Veer, I understand why. Solanke and Trent are the template. I don't think you need to do that. I mean, if you want to, if you just want to stay as close to the template as possible, then yeah, by all means, sell Isak, sell Trippier, buy Solanke, buy Trent, and that will get you a lot closer to the template. But I think there could be some regret there. Utkar says Palmer to Bowen or Tsimikas to Trent. I would do Tsimikas to Trent. I think Palmer is still a player you want to own long term. Adri says, there at any point in buying Son? No, I don't think so. Carl says bench list Richarlison. I really like Richarlison. He'd be going really, really close to the top. He can go up here. Really like him. What do you think about Diaby? Says Sky Blue. Not hugely keen. Not hugely keen. I think he drops out of the team at some point in the near future. If you've got a replacement in mind, like if you get to Richarlison, then I would really, really strongly consider doing it. Haaland ain't starting, says Matt. I mean, as an Everton fan, Matt, you probably really hope so, don't you? I don't think. Personally, I don't think he'll start either. But I think, you know, the chance, you know, just a small chance that he does, he's probably worth starting if you already have him. Definitely would not be buying him. I don't think I'd be selling Haaland either at this point. I don't think I'd keep. Don't buy, don't sell. Probably start. Zachariah, let's see the blackcurrant squash toast. Cheers, Zachariah. Kabore or Lascelles starting. Lascelles isn't even starting, so I guess you play Kabore. Let's throw Kabore in. Is Kabore flagged, actually? Yeah, he is. Is he worth? He's worth starting ahead of Lascelles, though, at least, surely. And probably Charlie Taylor as well. Despite the flag, yeah. Let's put Kabore in here. He is low. He is low. Veer back with another super chat says, I hear you, Dan. Don't know what I was thinking. What about Conser to Trent? Look, no, don't doubt yourself like too much, man. Like, in order to get your team closer to the template and in the safer, you know, safer areas, those two transfers were good. I just think Newcastle at home are a different beast. And we're talking about, you know, Isak, Trippier, along with probably Gordon, are probably the players with the highest potential in this game. So it seems risky. Concert to Trent, I mean, Concert's a decent pick as well. You could do Concert to Trent. I think Trent will outscore Concert this week. But I don't think Concert's like a must sell or anything like that. Maybe there's another player you can think about removing, you know. CFC Ethan says, hey Dan, what's your favourite Christmas film? Honestly, I don't really watch Christmas films. What was the last Christmas film I watched? Probably The Holiday. I think I watched that last year. There you go. Does The Holiday count as a Christmas film? If so, that's probably the last one I watched. Elf is always a good shout. I think I watched that last year as well. I don't think I watched any Christmas films this year. Nuts. Nuts. Right, add Mikalenko to the bench list. Yeah, okay. He is not going to go high, though. Against Man City. Although, nah. He can go in here. I think. Or would I put Senesi higher against Fulham? No, I'm going to put Senesi higher. There you go. Alap says, Dan, 1 week punt on McNeil at home versus Man City. Is that a joke? I can't tell if that's a joke question or not. I mean, no. The answer is no. But I don't know if that's is that bait? That feels like bait. But I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Oh, dear. Right, you guys are asking for Crystal Palace defenders. Like, they're washed, man. Crystal Palace defence is just not the one. I'm not sure exactly where I would put them, but it wouldn't be high. Away against Chelsea. I think I genuinely prefer a Bulldog. I think I prefer Wilson off the bench. Yeah. Okay, let's put Cry defenders here. Cry defenders, Cry. Or should I just put... Gahey. Just write Gahey down. Don't know. But no, it would be low. It would be low. Right, moving swiftly on. Where would you put Pinnock on the bench list? Pinnock, he's playing at home against Wolves. It's not the worst fixture in the world. I think I would maybe put him next to Mikolenko. Let's go here. Right, Aviral Gupta says with the super chat, Captain Gordon as a differential. I don't think I'd go there personally. In fact, I know I wouldn't go there personally. No, I'm not really feeling it. Because not only do you need Gordon to do well, but you're also depending on Salah, Son, Solanke, Trent all blanking. And honestly, I don't know if I can see that happening. So, yeah, not only do you need Gordon to do well, but you need all those other guys to do badly. And I'm not feeling it. If you do want to go differential for a captain, I would say that Son and Trent are the two places I would go. Not Gordon. That's if you want to bet against Salah, which I don't know if is a great move either, to be honest. Super chat here from Leicester Snay says, hey Dan, best forward to get him? I mean, Solanke, if you're going to hold him for the long term, Solanke is decent. Solanke and Nkunku. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Solanke or Nkunku. I mean, some people might say Julian Alvarez as well, but I think I prefer, for the long term, Solanke and Nkunku there. Jandre's here. Merry Christmas, Dan. Merry Christmas to you, Jandre, as well. What have you got here? I start Gabriel, Porro, and Colwill. Would you do Anderson to Trent and bench Colwill? Or just roll? I think you can definitely afford to play Colwill, but Anderson to Trent for free, it's a good transfer, man. You want to be removing Anderson at some point or another anyway. They're going to be on their way down, I reckon. Joachim says, I did Trippier to Trent. Feels good long term. Yeah. That will feel good long term. Over the next 4 game weeks, Trent outscores Trippier. This one game week, I still think Trent probably outscores Trippier, to be honest. But not by much. And it could go the other way. Right. Joshua Smith says, hi Dan, remove Taylor or Baldock for Trent. I guess remove Baldock. I think Taylor is playable sometimes. Baldock not so much. Although they are, Sheffield United are improving defensively in their defence. George says, what's happening with Haaland? I don't think he's going to start this week. But there's a chance. I think he'll be back the following game week. Let's see if we've got any more Newcastle news. Okay, so Gordon starts. Gordon is starting. Which is nice. Jayesh says Gomez to Tsimikas. Do you mean Tsimikas to Gomez, maybe? I mean, Tsimikas is going to be injured for the next month. So I definitely would not be looking to bring in Tsimikas. Gomez, I think, is probably, he gets game time in the short term, doesn't he? I mean, if you really want to cheap out on the Liverpool defenders, like Gomez is... How much actually is Gomez? Let's look on my phone. He's pretty cheap, isn't he? I wonder, has he dropped significantly since game week 1? No, still at 4.5. I mean, it's good value for money. I don't hate it, to be honest. I guess you could. I would be a little bit worried about Robertson coming back in soon, though. A little bit worried, at least. How'd that poll come out, says Liam? We'll close it after the deadline closes, but, I mean, it's a Salah domination. A few people are asking for a Dingra on the bench list. I guess we can throw him in there. So we are against Spurs. I don't really like Adingra that much as an FPL option. I don't really like Brighton in general in FPL this season. I loved them last season, but this season, nah. I think I'd put him below Archer, to be honest. Veer says, didn't mean to send my first chat twice, so last chat, Dan. No problem, Veer. Hope this festive season has treated you and the family well. Thank you very much, Veer. It's very, very kind of you to say. And yeah, same to you as well. Same to you as well. Hope you're all good. I really appreciate the super chats. Right, Adingra is on, guys. You can chill. You can chill. Right, Bobby says, what do you think of Darwin as captain? I would be far too terrified to do that. I would be far too terrified to do that. No way. So, right, okay. Standard. You're asking for Solanke on the bench list. You're not getting him. You are not getting Solanke on the bench list. If you have him, you play him. If you are, I honestly, I feel like if you are choosing not to start Solanke this week, or even considering it, then you don't deserve Solanke. You don't deserve him. So he's not going on the bench list. You don't need me for that decision. You do not need this decision. we got great chat from Zechariah. Zechariah says, show us your team before deadline. I was copying you from the start. Don't disappoint us, please. My friend Zechariah, if you've been copying my team from the start, I disappointed you long ago. So I'm not really too concerned about that one, my friend. Show Team Gang is shameless today. Shameless Show Team Gang. Absolutely shameless. Right, a few people asked about Semenyo. Oh, and Shaker Beck has just put in a super chat that's asked about Semenyo as well. So I guess we got to put him in. He's got to go in. I think I would be very tempted to play Semenyo this week. I think I'd be very tempted to. He'd go above Archer, go above Konsa, probably go above Colwill. Don't know if he'd go above Gabriel. He'd probably be somewhere around here. Or would he go higher? I don't know. Let's put him there. Let's put him there for now. I think we're happy with that. I think we're happy. Oh, Stathis, very, very generous €12 super chat. Thank you so much, Stathis. And it just says Merry Christmas, mate. Legend, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope you had a great day, great time, great life. Thank you, Stathis, man. Everyone show some love there. Jananya says, want to go different, Son or Trent captain? I think I would go Trent. Jananya, I think I would go Trent, man. AJ says, Dan, what to do with Palmer, Cash, and Tsimikas? Palmer, I think you keep and put on your bench. Cash, you sell. Tsimikas, you sell. So Cash and Tsimikas are sells. Cash, if he doesn't fall out of the Aston Villa team this week, I think he will next week. Tsimikas is the priority, though, because he's going to be injured for a while, man. Tsimikas is going to be out for a while. By the time Tsimikas returns from injury, Robertson is probably going to be back. So I think he is done for now as an FPL asset, sadly. So priority sell is Tsimikas. Moving on. Dixion says, hey Dan, any news on Livramento? I haven't found anything concrete. I've seen rumours, but nothing concrete. So I'm not totally comfortable. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems a similar thing. Yeah, some people are claiming that some people are saying that he starts, but there doesn't seem to be anything concrete around at the moment on Livramento, sadly. Isak news. Isak starts. So it's Isak starts, Wilson bench, Lascelles bench as well. Anyone asking about Alex Moreno? We had a few questions last week. I'll say the same thing again. I just don't think it's worth the risk with Dino in there. It's just a bit of a chaotic position in the team, I guess, at the moment. Rob says, where's Livramento? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get anything on Livramento at this point, to be honest. Joey Gomez on the bench list. I mean, you start him if you have him, probably. Ikenna says, Leon Bailey, thoughts? Yeah, I think there's probably been a bit of disappointment from Leon Bailey owners, but he did have a goal disallowed. So it's not like... I don't think Bailey had a bad game. I think he's worth keeping. And I would probably play him. Probably. But I don't think I'd buy him necessarily. Right. Couple more super chats here. Propinor says, bring Richarlison or Gordon from -4. Need to go -4 or I play with 10. Okay, so it's basically a -2, really. I would go for Richarlison. I think Richarlison is the slightly better longer-term pick, or mid-term pick at least. Gordon's good for this week, but I think drops off after that. So I'll go for Richarlison. And super chat from Pradib says, Wilson or Isak, and why? Okay, first of all, don't buy, don't sell. Well, actually, no, I'll reverse that one. Isak is don't buy, don't sell. Wilson is don't buy and also sell. Wilson is not starting today. So that's the reason why you don't buy Wilson and you probably don't even start Wilson. So Isak is the starting man today. After that, Newcastle's fixtures do get a little stinkier. So I would not personally be going anywhere near Wilson. I'd be trying to get him out of my team. Wilson to Solanke, Wilson to Nkunku, Wilson to, Haaland if you want to. If you want to go 1 week early on that one, then you maybe try that one as well. There's definitely options. CFC Ethan says, talking about the Christmas films again, I guess. Favourites are Home Alone, Santa Claus, and Love Actually. Love Actually is a decent film, actually. Bit of a banger. Right. Moving swiftly on. So, we've got... How long left to the deadline? 5 minutes? Right, Giandre wants some goalkeepers on the bench list. We haven't had any goalkeepers yet, so let's do that. Let's put Dubravka in top. Let's put in... You want Turner and Areola. Yeah, no, that's tough. You don't really want to play either. But I am going to put Areola ahead of Turner, I think. Don't know if I feel good about that one, though. Feels like Wilson will get a goal off the bench. I mean, you wouldn't buy Wilson on the basis that he's going to get a goal off the bench, though, would you? Would you really start him? Either? I don't know, man. Peter Wilkes says, hi, it's Tyler. So, Tyler Wilkes says, hi, it's Tyler on my dad's account. We watch every video. Oh, that's sick, man. Love you guys. Just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, Tyler and your dad, Peter, wishing you a retrospective Merry Christmas. And yeah, Happy New Year as well. Hope that the holiday seasons treat you guys very well. And thank you so much, father and son combo, watching the videos. Legends. Pair of legends. Shout out to the Wilkes family. Big up. Yes, thank you very much. £9.99 super chat. Very, very generous. Thank you. My birthday in 2 days' time, so perhaps I'll treat myself to a birthday pint on the Wilkes. Thank you very much. Right. Or 2 pints, should I say, for that. Standard says, Dan, have you done your transfers yet? Don't do another skit like before. All right, I won't do any skits today. No skits today. No jokes. No messing around. I won't mess around today. There'll be no trolling of the show team gang. Right. Back to the super chat. Francisco, sorry, I did miss that super chat. Says, Dan, free transfer, Darwin to who? I have Solanke and Watkins. I wouldn't bother, Francisco. I wouldn't bother. Just keep Darwin. Roll the transfer, my friend. He's very likely for a start against Burnley. Very, very likely. Transporter says Wilson has a better chance of starting over Isak. We literally already have had the leak that Isak is starting and Wilson is on the bench. Is Pau Torres starting? I don't know, unfortunately. Janania says sell Isak to Solanke. 2 free transfers, just fed up with him. If you are just really fed up with him, then fair enough, go for it. I don't think it's a priority transfer, but the fact you have 2 free transfers is, I guess a reason to do it. So, yeah, if you really want to, but it's not a priority transfer. And I would ideally be looking for a better way of improving your team with a free transfer than that. But it's okay. It's okay. Right. Any... Isak captain, here we go, says Avilo. I mean, that's a little bit too... That's a bit too far. Hightem says, guys, you can't have 3 transfers in FPL. Can someone answer? Yeah, that's right, Hightem. You can only have 2 free transfers. So if you've already got 2 free transfers, you use one or you lose one. That's how it works, my friend. Wanky Chan Alpha Bowen. Yeah, you could do. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. I don't hate that. Would I do it this week, though? No, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do that this week, to be fair. But it's not horrible. Dan Livermental, Semenyo, back the attacker, probably. Oh, don't. Yeah, I think I'd back the attacker, or would I? Because if Livermento's starting, there's rumours Livermento's starting, but I can't get it confirmed, and we're super close to deadline. Only rumours on Livermento, sadly. And Andre says, what's going on with Diaby? Just not in great form at the moment. He's just not been in the best of form, sadly. So again, Diaby not really a player we can recommend right now. I mean, if you have him, like, you probably think about starting him, though. You think about it, but if you have other better players in your squad, then you perhaps go for them as well. Right. We are so close to deadline, guys, so you really do need to be locking in your teams, locking in your captains. I mean, you're probably too late for transfers at this point. So if you haven't already done them, then rip, I guess. So, yeah, I think I'm locked in. Is Trippier arrested? I don't think so. Nothing I've heard. Nothing I've heard. We at deadline yet? Yes, we are. We are. Guys, we are locked in. The Game Week 19 deadline has passed. We're done for another week. And, yeah, congratulations on making it through a difficult deadline. Around this period, fixtures being thrown at you left, right, and Chelsea. It's a rough week. I don't think I can even show you my team, by the way. I was going to show you my team. No, I don't think I can. No, I actually can't. I'll tell you what, I can do it on the AI, my AI team. Oh, no, I can't. I literally can't show you my team. Unless I just take a screenshot. I do have a screenshot of it on my phone. Can I do that? Just to show you what I did in the end. Let's just send this screenshot to my laptop. Bear with. I'll throw it on screen. Show Team Gang. Oh, Show Team Gang definitely turned up today. I just I'm doing them. Honestly, if I didn't make a transfer last week, I'd have one more transfer, and I'd be up 9 points. If I did the Isak to Solanke move, then that would be even different scenario. So yeah, I honestly, if me not showing my transfers and my team is honestly doing you a favor right now. You'll thank me later. You know, like when your parents, when you're a kid, your parents they do something you don't like, and you are really annoyed with your parents for doing something that you don't like, but they always say to you, "You'll thank me when you're older." You know. I know you really want to eat that entire chocolate cake, but I'm not going to let you eat that entire chocolate cake, and you'll thank me when you're older. We're in the same boat here. For the Show Team Gang, I am the parent. I'm the parent of the Show Team Gang. I'm the FPL parent. Not a job I ever asked for. My children were all accidents. They were all accidents. I should have used better protection. I didn't. And now I have a bunch of FPL children that I did not want, need, or ask for. But to my children, by not showing you my team, you'll thank me when you're older. But I am trying to throw the screenshot of my team on screen now. So I just random image field, and let's go download. There you go. Well, I think that's a little bit too big. Let's shrink it down a little bit. Rahul says, can we wildcard now? It's your last chance to use your first wildcard, but you can't use your second wildcard yet. Right, come on, let's just shrink this down properly. I think that's reasonable. There you go. I mean, it doesn't look great. It covers most of the screen, but at least you've got an idea of what my team is. So, Sufi says, stop waffling, show team. I was trying to get the screenshot, man. Chill. Ethan said, we can end the poll. We absolutely can. Emmanuel says, not showing your team will reduce your views. Emmanuel, thank you very much for your tips on how to create a successful FPL channel. How are your views going on yours? Oh dear. Christ alive. I haven't been properly showing my team for, I want to say, 2 years now. So if it was going to reduce my views, it would have done so by now. But there we go. That is my team. So we've got Dubravka in net. We've got Porro, Trippier, Gabriel and Gusto in defence. In midfield, we've got Saka, Johnson, Son and Salah, and Watkins and Isak up front. Basically, I didn't do anything, and I captained Salah. I just didn't really feel like doing anything. The plan now is next week to do Isak straight to Haaland, and then roll the second transfer, and then after that will be Gameweek 21, which will be the AFCON Asian Cup game week. So I'll have 2 free transfers to redistribute the Son or Salah funds. So I'll maybe do a double transfer, like, I don't know, maybe Salah and Trippier to Bowen and Trent, for example. Maybe do something similar to that, which I think will work. Maybe. KA said, I think you should consider showing the team will get more views. I don't care. How many times? I think it's because we're... maybe because I didn't do a team selection video this week. I'm sorry. It was Christmas Day. I was ill and I didn't really want to make a video. Sorry. But, I mean... Yeah. I'm really not interested in showing my team. I'm not bothered about it. It's not something... I mean, I didn't even make any transfers anyway. Half the time when I say I'm going to do one thing on the team selection video, I end up changing my mind by deadline anyway. Well, maybe not half the time, but like some of the time. My goal here is not to give you a team to use. Is to, first of all, provide some entertaining content just by talking about FPL. We all like FPL chat here. Well, I hope most of us do. We like talking about FPL, and hopefully I'm providing some FPL chat for you guys. And maybe to give some tips and advice, not to just give you an entire team to use. That's never been the plan. It's never been the intention. I've always been perfectly, certainly for the last couple of years, I've been really, really clear about that. Because I don't, it's not that I'm trying to hide my team or anything like that. I always show you after the deadline. It's not a secret. I'm not hiding it. But yeah, yeah. I mean, since you guys are asking, I know I've spoken about this before, but we'll do it again. So, the first thing is that when content creators show an exact team, it breeds tens of thousands of copycat teams. And, like, it's not good for it's not good for mini leagues. We see this all the time, that we see people have their mini leagues infested by people who are just copying a team from a content creator and not making any moves for themselves. And I think if we want to keep FPL as a good, fun game for everyone, then it needs to still be a game. If you're just copying a team, then there's no game, there's no fun. And a lot of people are just playing for money or just in money mini leagues and don't care about the fun of the game. I'm morally opposed to that. I know it's not a big deal in the grander schemes of things, but it just doesn't sit right with me. And I don't really like the idea of someone just copying my team, not putting any effort in themselves. Another reason is But people who copy teams, they don't give you views. They don't give you, I don't get views, I don't get paid, I don't get anything. Because they tune in for the last second of the stream, they click on my team selection video, they'll skip right to the end, don't watch any content. They don't care about the thought processes or the advice or anything like that. They just want to grab a team and shoot. That doesn't help me. Doesn't help grow the channel. I don't get paid. All I'm doing is, I don't know, creating, in my opinion, a slightly toxic FPL environment, which is what I don't like. So I'm always happy to share my team with you, but I'm not, and I'm not, I don't think I ever will be, unless I get really down bad and I start, you know, I haven't been dependent on people who just copy teams for years. Haven't been dependent on those people for the last 2 years. So I'm fine with where I am. I know a lot of people will say, you know, you could grow your channel even more. You know, a lot of people have said, Dan, why don't you just, like, if people want to copy your team, why don't you set up a Patreon or make people pay money to see your team and stuff like that? I don't need it. I'm happy. I'm happy with where I am. I don't care if my channel doesn't grow. I'll happily stay at this channel size for the rest of my life. That would be the best thing in my life. I don't need more money. I don't need a bigger channel. I just love making FPL content. I love talking about FPL. And I think a lot of you guys like that as well. And those people who just enjoy FPL chit chat, just chatting about FPL, you are my people, and those are the people I make videos for. So it's team copiers, team stealers, whatever you want to call them. I just I'm not asked. I'm not bothered. Brace DeVille says, great content as always, Dan. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. Thank you so much, Brace. I really, really appreciate that, man. That's really it's very, very kind of you. Lots of very, very generous super chats today, by the way, guys. I really, really do appreciate that. Really, really do appreciate that. You guys have been very generous and very awesome. And maybe you guys are feeling Christmassy, but I appreciate it. There we go. Dave says, loyal fan base is better than tune in late fan base. Absolutely, man. You know, I'm here for you know, the people who love FPL. Like that's what this channel was always designed to be about. I mean, when I started this channel, I was fairly new at FPL myself, but I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to share my passion for it, and I wanted to get more people involved, and I wanted to, you know, create a community of people who are just passionate about FPL. And, you know, the show team gang basically just go against that, against the ethos and the purpose of the channel. I don't want to lose what this channel is about. You know, I think that's a problem that so many people have, you know, on YouTube, is that they lose the essence of their YouTube channel. They might maybe get too big for their boots. They focus too much on like, I don't know, the mechanical and technical things, and kind of lose the spirit. And people can tell. If a YouTuber loses their passion, they might think they're doing a very good job of, you know, portraying that they're still passionate. But people know, people are intuitive. If you lose yourself on the YouTube journey, then your YouTube journey might be limited. So there you go. A little bit of YouTube advice for you if anyone needs it. I don't know, is anyone out there, you know, doing YouTube videos, growing their YouTube channel, anything like that? I'd love to hear some of your experiences on it as well. Aled says, Dan, you need to sort out your team symmetry. It's not great, is it? It's not a pretty team, and the 4-4-2 formation is not is not doing too well either. There you go. Daz says, Dan, this is one of the best FPL channels, hands down. Hope you're having a great Christmas. Thank you very much, man. Will Smith says, stop complaining. Will Smith, how about you get my wife's name out of your damn mouth? I don't think I'm complaining, really. I'm just talking. Although my New Year's resolution is to stop complaining on Twitter. But I'm not complaining, Will. I'm asked a question. Why don't you show your team? I answer it. That's why. Harry says, you're the best, Dan. What is your predicted lineup for Chelsea? I I actually don't know. I think Nkunku starts. I do actually think Nkunku starts now. I think Colwell left back, Gusto right back. Gallagher's got to play. I think the attack pretty much picks itself. I think Jackson probably plays ahead of Gordon. It's going to be Mudryk on one wing, isn't it, for sure? Don't know exactly. Blicky94 says, to be honest, I'm mostly tuning in to see if I'm doing better than FPL YouTubers and check if my model provides better transfers. That's most of the fun. Hey, man, like, if that works, then that works. Like, I think we all find the fun in FPL in maybe slightly different ways. I think that's another great thing about FPL is like there's not just one way of enjoying FPL. And a lot of people, you know, particularly people like yourself, Blicky, I mean, you're clearly creating some kind of data model and you're tweaking it and you're enjoying it and you've got a little passion project there that feeds directly into your FPL experience. Hey, man, why not? My thing is kind of similar. Like I love making FPL content. So, you know, without the YouTube channel, would I be as invested in FPL? Absolutely not. But having that, you know, two things I love come together, football, YouTube, fantasy football, three things all come together in one. You got something that works. I've got something that works for me. You got something to works for you. You know, some people like to, you know, go super differential all the time. Super differential. Some people like to only pick players from their own team. And we can sit here and say, oh, that's not optimal, you know. But there's no right way to play FPL. And I think FPL is a game where out of 10 million players plus 11 million players, there can only be one winner. So your chances of winning FPL is just nothing. You're as likely to win the lottery as you are to win FPL pretty much. So really, you've got to find your own ways of enjoying it. You've got to find your own targets. You've got to find, you know, at the end of the day, the real winners are the people enjoying FPL. And don't get me wrong, the person number one in FPL in the world is going to be enjoying FPL. So they're a winner in that regard as well. But when there's such a small chance of winning the whole thing, you've got to find your own ways to win and your own targets and your own enjoyment. And I think that's what it's all about. Duncan says, never understood copying teams, just go play bloody FIFA. Most people who copy teams don't even really like football. They probably don't watch football or anything like that. Percy says, what happened to the FC channel? It was too much work. I'd taken on too much work and it became a pain to play FIFA. I was like dreading playing FIFA. And to be honest, I stopped playing Ultimate Team. It wasn't making me happy. It's another, yeah. I think, yeah, in general, if you're doing something that's not making you happy, then stop. Dan Cross says, if only Nathan Bacon was still up there in the ranks, hey, that would say a lot, wouldn't it? That was nuts. That was nuts. Nicole says, copying others just makes the experience no fun at all. I think I kind of half agree. It makes it less fun for other people. But if your idea of fun is just copying a team, getting a team out there and trying to win some money mini league and winning money is your idea of fun, hey, that's not me personally. It's probably more to life than trying to win money, but hey. But Nicole, I did see your super chat as well. It says, I don't... Nicole says, you're a lovely guy, Dan. You're just 100% positivity. I really, really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. TA says, 4 years special on the channel. Hey, 4 years is coming up soon, you know. Huh. Blicky says, how trash is the new FIFA, especially foot? It's not in a great place. It's not in a great place. Patrick says, show your first ever video just for giggles. I mean, we could do. We could do. Let's can we get the audio on feeding through? Let's see. I don't think I've got the audio set up, so PC audio should not be hopefully not be coming through. Right, let's go oldest video. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It's been a while. Wow, okay. These graphics are like major flashbacks. This is when like the Premier League color scheme was more like purple. So my first ever video, I decided, by the way, guys, I don't know if any of you noticed, we passed 1,000 videos a couple of weeks ago. How crazy is that? 1,000 videos on the FPL Mate YouTube channel. Nuts. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, we started midway through the 2019-20 season because I was just excited. I just wanted to get cracking. I wanted to get started. You know it's old because we've got Aubameyang on the thumbnail, and on the second video we've got Lundstrom on the thumbnail. Third one, Bergwijn, Jared Bowen had just signed for West Ham. Wow. Wow. Luke Price with the super chat here says, thanks for the top tip tiers. The top tip. Thanks for the top tip. This is hard. We'll get through this sentence. Right. Luke Price says, thanks for the top tier content, Dan. Merry Christmas. Any New Year plans? Cheers for your help this year. Top 60k so far. Luke, nice one, man. Congratulations on the sick rank. That's really, really good. Good stuff, man. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. New Year's plans are not really. I'm more thinking about what we're going to do in the new year for the YouTube channel, you know. I really want to get my internet sorted. I really want to do it. I really want to do a podcast, man. I really want to do a podcast. I wanted to do one for so long, but I think I don't want to do it studio based straight away. So I want to do it kind of from home. But if I'm doing a podcast and running a podcast from home, I need better internet. But I can't get anyone to put fiber wires into my house. I've still got copper wires in my house. This is the problem with living in the countryside, man. No one will do it. No one will put copper. I might, at a certain point, I'm just going to probably, like, I don't know, pay a lot of money to just get it done. It will probably be worth it, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Liam says, I will always listen to your podcast if you make one. We'll see, we'll see. I do appreciate it, though. We'll do appreciate it. Right, should we have a look at this video? Should we have a look at this video? Let's start it from the start. Right. Is the audio going to come through the desktop? Let's see. No. Okay. It's coming through my microphone though, I believe. Let's just sort out the audio properties real quick. Wait, have I got it on here? Alright, so if I copy this. Can I copy this? Can I? Oh, man, I'm not good enough at OBS for this. Right, let's see what this is. No, that's not the right thing. Honestly, I can't remember how to get the desktop audio in. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, to be honest. Okay, right, you guys are just going to have to listen. I'll just put the volume up and you can listen through my microphone for it. Right, let's have a look. Rev says, bro, still on dial-up. Honestly, yeah, pretty much. Crazy.
Hello and welcome to the first ever FPL Mate video. As you can tell right now, I have basically no subscribers, so if you like what you see today, please consider sticking around and maybe even ding my little bell for notifications. And I promise I'll do my best to provide insightful FPL content with some fancy graphics to boast.
Well, I mean, first of all, the intro song is the same. So, I mean, I guess there's that. So we have kept true to the that's not changed in nearly 4 years. But what am I doing with my voice, man? Hello and welcome to FPL Mate. Make sure you click the subscribe button and ding the bell, and we'll give you the best content ever. What is going on, man? What is going on? I think I was on tryhard mode.
So, in this Gameweek 25 preview video, we will be covering some transfer targets for this week and beyond, some weekly topics including an emerging midfield template, what to do with all your Leicester lads, are we wild enough to have a wild card?
Oh my god. I'm cringing hard.
We will be looking at the best captaincy options for Gameweek 25. So, who is on my watch?
I mean, the graphics are not bad.
The first week he's coming back fresh from a 3-game suspension. We know he's an FPL heavy hitter with 3 goal returns in 4 before his ban. His expected goals in his last 10 games is just under 0.5, but he is someone who will outperform that stat.
Jeez.
So you can expect at least a goal every other game. And he also does have assist potential and penalties. On top of that, Arsenal's fixtures look favourable for a while now. Finally, with calls for Arsenal to drop Lacazette instead
a bit boring.
of Martinelli, we could be seeing Aubameyang in the centre-forward position. I don't think I need to sell him to
Sound like
anymore.
Family Guy
However,
Quagmire.
reservations from
Yeah.
FPL managers will be
Yeah.
taking just one premium striker out of Orba, Aguero and Vardy. Vardy has been a little bit worrying. Aguero, however,
The thing is, it's not enough going on. It's a bit boring. Like,
coming back, we may see Aguero rested in the Prem with
it's not enough on screen. So I think I've improved in that regard.
as favourable, but we know City can score in any game. Regardless, Orba edges it as the best premium striker option right now, and just as an
This is
additional
like-
note, even though it's never going to happen,
It just basically, I put a picture on screen and just talk about it for like 10 minutes. Yeah, apologies for the sound quality. I can't be bothered to figure out how to get it properly through the desktop audio. I can't do it. But I can do it, but it'll just take me like 5 minutes to sort out, and I can't be bothered. I think it's because of no face cam. Yeah, no face cam in the corner doesn't help. It's too static. There's not enough movement. Not enough going on. But yeah, I think it basically just continues like that.
Arsenal in the January transfer window, you can just wait, and after the Prem transfer window closes,
Let's go to the next player. Come on.
Window remains open. Next up is Troy Deeney, Watford's captain, guaranteed.
Like the transitions and animation is cool.
4 goals in his previous 5 games. He's taking loads of shots with loads of expected goals and assists.
What do I do next?
Look no further. Pair him with it in Jamal Lascelles.
It has aged a bit though. I know it's only been 4 years, but it has aged a little bit. So this is 0 subscribers, FPL Mate. And I do genuinely think for 0 subscribers, this is not bad. This is not too bad. So let's just go through, see what else. Joachim says, "I miss your long hair, mate. Bring it back." We'll have a look at that in a minute. So here's what happened next. I might have to turn the volume off because I'm just cringing too hard, man. I'll turn it down at least.
Grealish and a Liverpool asset, most likely Salah right now. Mane, of course, almost certainly going to miss the Southampton game and maybe even the game after that. But I won't speculate on the most popular ones. Vardy, Maddison,
Oh, I remember this.
But with the form fading and the
I changed their faces so they go sad face.
those smiling faces have quickly turned into frowns.
Yay, there they go. Oh.
Believe me. But in all seriousness, if you have been stuck with
And captaincy picks there as well. I think I used the same animations again. Oh, if my internet's going to load this, which it doesn't look like it will. I see the old logo as well. Actually. Oh, wait. Here we go. Towards the end. Oh, my internet just dying? Why my internet just dying on me everywhere? Well, what even happened there? What happened there? Sorry guys. Like I say, internet is terrible in my house. But we've got the classic old logo, which is really similar to the current logo, the old logo, but it's like it has changed. Did anyone even notice that the FPL Mate channel logo has evolved over time? Because it has. It's changed. It's growing. It's changing. I think we used the same outro song and for all seasons up until this season as well.
Next week, but for now, I'll see you later, mates.
Classic old song. Old channel song. Right, we're almost at lineups, so we won't go on for too much longer. But let's quickly, before we get the lineups, I want to find when I started using face cam. So this is when my channel like basically exploded. Like for the 2020-21 season, we went off. Came out of absolutely nowhere with some absolute bangers. I think I improved the graphics a lot for this season as well, and it hadn't really been done very much before. Like it was I was at the right place and the right time where I think the standard of FPL content was quite low at the time, so it was quite, you know, as long as I kept working hard and trying to improve videos and stuff, make some nice graphics, and try and talk at least a little bit of sense, it was actually quite easy to grow at this point in time. Like the standard of FPL content though has come a long way since then. A long way. Oh my god, that's the long hair. Wait, where's the... Oh, crap, where have we gone? Oh, right, I want to find the first video I used face cam. Let's try and find it, and then we'll do lineups. Is it this one?
Gameweek.
Oh, I'm wearing a hat. Oh, I know where it was. It was in after the break. No, it wasn't, was it? Yeah, it was. Yes, this is the video. This is the first face cam video. Lucas said I remember the video on Lord Lundstrom. Oh my word, look at the hair, man. Look at the COVID. The COVID hair. It's my old house as well. Well, flat. Lineups are out. Okay. Right, we're done on that. There you go. A little trip down memory lane whilst we wait for the lineups. Well. What do we have here? Actually, let's get back on the normal mode. Let's go here. Right. Newcastle lineups. Dubravka, Trippier, Share, Botman, Burn. No Livramento or Lascelles, both on the bench. Bruno, G, Longstaff, Miley, Almiron, Gordon, Isak. Today is the day. Today is the day for Isak. I mean, I hope. I really hope so. Let's see, I guess. Forest. That's the one you got to scroll across to get to their team. Which I only learnt last game week after you guys told me in the chat. Yeah, you can just scroll across. They've got 2 images. You can scroll across and it works. Did not know that. But anyway. So, Turner, Sangare, Gibbs White, Wood. It's all in the wrong order. Hudson-Odoi, Niakate, Elanga, Danilo, Montiel, Murillo, and Aina. Terrible order of things, but hey. There's your Nottingham Forest. So you got Turner owners. You got a Turner. Few people own Gibbs White, Wood maybe. Few people own Elanga as well. So you got some bits and bobs going on there. But this is the important one, right? Thoughts? Are we happy with that? Any disappointed Livramento or Lascelles owners, maybe? I mean, Lascelles not even in the squad, which is interesting. I think Livramento probably gets some minutes off the bench. As does Wilson, more than likely. Huh. Interesting. Isak, please score a hat-trick. Please dunk. Please dunk on all of the people who have criticised. Excuse me. Please dunk on everyone who has lost faith in you. Please. Dan Cross says, right, got places to be. Catch you later. Yeah. You know what, Dan? I'm also going to go. If you're going, I'm going. That's the excuse I'm using. I'm going to play a tiny bit of career mode FIFA until the game start, off stream, of course. And yeah, then we'll enjoy the football and we'll start working on a video. I'm going to try and do a video later this evening, guys. I'm going to try and get a video out this evening. I can't guarantee it. If not this evening, then it'll be tomorrow morning. But we are on limited time until the next deadline, so I do want to make sure I am bashing out some content this week. Particularly, I might do a birthday stream. I think I'm going to do I usually do a charity stream on my birthday each year. So maybe we'll do a charity stream on my birthday again. That'll be the 28th. So yeah, if you guys feel like joining me on that one, then feel free. But we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching today's deadline stream. Good luck this game week. Hope you all do really, really well. As long as you don't do better than me, drop a like before you disappear. Make sure you are subscribed. And I will see you later, mates. Enjoyed this one. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.